breaking through. Fans are strokes, every hue. Boxes crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, badgers breaking through. Fantasy and future tech. Boxer squad, no regrets. Virtual worlds, battlegrounds found. With every win, they're power bound. Go, go, badgers, nerf force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes, they're in motion. Gaming legends, your devotion. Building dreams, piece by piece. Cosplay stars, they never cease. Buzzing, mashing, victory feast. Go, go, badgers, they're unleashed. Go, go, badgers, nerf force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes, they're in motion. Gaming legends, your devotion. Boxers team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, badgers, nerf force, conquer all. Conquer all. Badgers team, they'll never fall. United geeks, standing tall. From dawn to dusk, they heed the call. Go, go, badgers, nerf force, conquer all. Invite the working tonight. Batters leading through the night. Building models ready to fight. Go, go, badgers, nerf force might. Comic books and sci-fi dreams. Boxer sealers on the scene. Controllers in hand, lance to command. Together they take a stand. Go, go, badgers, nerf force. Model masters never frozen. In their costumes, they're in motion. Gaming legends, your devotion. Paper strokes, every hue. Boxers crafting something new. Armor shining, cosplay crew. Go, go, badgers breaking through. Fans are strokes, every hue. Boxers crafting something.
Good morning and Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Batir D Raps, and y'all, we're gonna get a little bit nerdy today. But apparently, I have to download an update for Rogue Trader, which I didn't know about until literally just now. And the update said it was a gigabyte, and apparently it's 10 gigabytes. So we get to sit here and we get to wait for this fucking update. What are the patch notes? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. Apparently it's going to take 2 minutes. So what is this? This is... Okay, the download is 78 megabytes, but it has to update 10 gigs in the game. That's weird. I don't know. Also, good morning and Merry Christmas, Freya. I hope you're having an excellent Christmas day so far. Hopefully this shouldn't take much longer. On ToyCam today, we have two dreadnoughts. We have a ballistas dreadnought, which is this one right here with the twin las cannons and the rocket launchers. And then on this side, we have a Redemptor dreadnought with an autocannon, power fist, storm bolters here, and then a little bit of a rocket pod on its back, plus a flamethrower built into the power fist, which is pretty exciting. I know, I was excited when I got that model again. Also, you ever have one of those moments where you go to stream and you're like, yeah! And then everything starts up and you're like, ah, crap. You just all of a sudden, like the energy is like, no, fuck you. It's okay though. It happens. It's not a problem. We're going to wait for this to update, and then I'm going to launch this game, because what better way to spend both Christmas and Warhammer Wednesday than playing a Warhammer game for the God Emperor? Am I right? I know I am. Just waiting for this to finish ever so patiently. I also am totally aware that this is a holiday. Not a lot of people are probably going to be on Twitch today, which is okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I am just wanting to continue playing Rogue Trader. That's kind of how I'm wanting to spend my day. I'm staying home. I'm not really doing any celebrating. I did get to go over to my best friend's last night and had a really good time with King of Trash Bandits. That was really good. And then I actually slept overnight a little bit. I was very tired after hanging out. And I slept on and off while watching YouTube videos, so I shouldn't crash out at like noon. So my plan genuinely is to like play for like the day. So we're gonna do this probably long stream, and it might just be me here playing games, talking to myself, but that is okay. It's a game I want to play. Eventually, I'm gonna make me some pizza. But I'm just super lazy. Oh yeah, I was kind of thinking about checking out some mods for Rogue Trader. Yeah, I thought about playing it on my Xbox and just taking the day off from streaming, but I'm like, no, if I'm gonna play a Rogue Trader, I really want to make it a stream. So let's see. I'm looking at some various mods. Let's see. Ooh, brother, ooh. One of these mods is Generic Portraits Project, which is 183 generic AI generated portraits. I'm just like, ugh, brother, ugh. Brother, ugh. Brother, ugh. Still don't like that. Okay, screw it. Shall continue. So last time we made it almost completely through the prologue. The only thing we didn't do is like the final dialogue of us leaving the warp. But otherwise, I cleared the whole prologue in like 2 hours, which was nice. Did I loot all the bodies? I'm pretty sure that I did. It's a bridge officer. Oh, there's goods. Let's go look at that. Cool, we'll collect that.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
The air is dead.
Ah,
Master Helmsman.
this is where we're
System
supposed to
status
go.
report.
Okay. Yes, status report. Hey, Goku, good morning, my friend. How are you doing today? Oh, one moment. That was weird.
Sure. Living and breathing.
Seneschal. Merry
Well,
Christmas,
there's a
reps.
tricky question.
Merry Christmas to you
The
too,
old
Goku.
price is so
I'm doing
overgrown,
okay.
fell
This is
witchery.
playing Rogue Trader's kind of my whole
Stop
plan
the
for the day.
for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance to escape from the warp. Okay. I'm tempted to move some stuff for this game. So we're going to take my portrait, we're going to put it over here. We're going to move the Stream Team logo. Put them right here. We're also going to shrink down Toy Cam a little bit. This way we can all see the bottom of the screen. I'm going to try this for a little bit. We'll see how this works. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox
I
channel to
will,
the
Goku,
navigator's
thank
sanctum.
you.
Ready to
She
go.
actually is
Prepare
here
for
in chat
translation
right
to
now.
real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules.
Agreed.
You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
I am ready. Begin the ritual. That's my throne. That's my chair. My chair! My big old chair! Oh. The image before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this thin shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly flame, and the other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. A voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears, and this voice booms with the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter
Excuse me.
at the slightest
Huh.
touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
Are you done jabbering? It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I am saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me.
Lead them, mortal. Guide them.
Did the warp entity just laugh at me? I don't like that.
Force them to walk your path. You will need followers, for destiny is preordained.
One moment, chat. Okay. Whoop. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell this demon where they can shove it. Continue.
The aspirant vowed to return with the trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak.
Well, I definitely don't want to
That
serve
fate
you.
was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron Road, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Ha! I think not, beast.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will.
Why does she have a sword? Adira doesn't actually have a sword. That's how I know this is bullshit.
Possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
Just imagine at this point I'm just standing here flipping them off.
Child of the dawn, the thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Also gives him a sword, which he doesn't have. Let us leave the warp.
Seneschal, the navigator's sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means
The navigator is no more.
the navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, we could tell us now. Who is that? Where's the
So
Lord
was you
Captain?
on Santa's Nice this year? I hope so. I hope I was on his nice list.
As first officer,
I'm not really
is my
celebrating
duty
until next
to
month,
inform you
just because
with great
like
regret and indelible sorrow, that
this
Lord
month was
Captain
all about
Theodora
making
von
sure
Valancius
all of
is
our
dead.
kids had Christmas.
May her memory
So
never
me
fade.
and Freya and
on the
Prime
annals
are
of the
probably
past.
gonna celebrate amongst the three of us in January, after things
By
have
right
calmed
of blood
down.
succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision,
Say nothing.
it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the warrant of trade, and the
Yeah.
title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lady. It is because of
I wanna
her
share
toils
something real
that
quick,
we
though.
all still live.
I found some exciting news from Warhammer. Let me see. Let me see if I could find it. See if I can find the post. There is a new Primarch model that's been revealed that I'm very excited about. Let's see if I could find it. Where did it go? Well, here's their page. Here we go. Now, I real quick want to share this with y'all. I'm very, very excited about this. This is Fulgrim, Demon Primarch of Slaanesh, Primarch of the Emperor's Children. I am going to get this model. I'm going to build it, and I might even paint it myself. Or maybe I'll ask one of my more talented painter friends to kindly paint him for me. But I am slowly but surely collecting all of the Primarchs, and I am very, very excited about this. And I'm trying to convince Freya to start a Emperor's Children army, because I think she needs some chaos in her life.
My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
End dialogue. By right of blood.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost.
Indeed.
Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members.
Thousands of people died.
Yet hope remained. For the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived. And through the strength of her resolve,
Yeah, that's right. I saved the people. I saved the people. Woo! Woo! All that excitement. Come on, load in. Has to reload the entire bridge. Goku, that is awesome, dude. Alright, so at this point, all of the spoken dialogue, there is no more, there's not much more recorded dialogue. So from here on out, it is me reading the game to us. That is awesome, Goku. Dude, I would love a shirt with your Twitch picture on it, man. You should open up a merch store. That could be a lot of fun. I've got one. It's really exciting. I've got a mug. I've got a mouse pad. I've got fucking hoodies, which reminds me, I really need to order a new hoodie in red. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Abelard's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake you over from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your ladyship. Cannot help but notice the seneschal does not know how to talk to you or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing you smile, Abelard pulls himself together. Maybe in the future, I don't think I'm at that point yet, but we're climbing. You got this, Goku. I have faith in you, man. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses amongst the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts had to be filled by the deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the lead of this cruise. I am ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjutants at the far end of the magnificent chamber. Oh shit, there was a Pikachu? Ah, we missed him. Dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, expressions revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers! You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Gamma von Valanciat will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Abelard. As you wish, your ladyship. Vigdis Suri Oda of the Tallman line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve your ladyship. Aboard this vessel you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communication between you and them as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Beside her is Ravar, the master helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us to ensure we do not stray into an asteroid field or into a pirate trap. Hail, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, High Factorum Janrus Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material of well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavy-set man with oiled hair offers an obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your ladyship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have 3 officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery on board, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires in the ship, and lastly, the Drives Master, servant of the Omnissiah. The 3 officers salute you. Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drives Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving a complicated manipulation of all the tech priest's mechadendrites. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Wees, head of the astropathic section, is unable to join us. He is in charge of communication with distant star systems. The Master has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets and the Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodore's passing and Conrad Voidfair's treachery. I will deliver a report to your ladyship on the astropath's progress as soon as possible. It is equally regrettable that 2 more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. The Master-at-Arms and Confessor Aldebert. The eminent Aldebert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel. And Mr. Sauerback, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master of Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voidfair. All others present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make a recording of the proceeding. Wish to hear the Infernus Master's support. Yes, Lord Captain. I could report that all the fires on all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties has been completed. The results have been reported to the Seneschal and High Factorum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. The lad is managing well so far. He could take the heat, so to speak. High Factorum, what do you have to report? We are toiling day and night to compile a full account of losses. The tasks will require next to no involvement from your ladyship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into Tech Priest's hands for attention and that all lost supplies are replaced. There's only one resource I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum from the lower deck, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We'll be able to make up our losses in the nearest planet, Ricard Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader Dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially given Caligo's Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later. The kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planets. Drives, Master? I'll hear from you now. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the Tech Priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repository of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thank the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of how do you use the word availing its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must also report that the Engine Seer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all Tech Priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him, a most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. Tech Priest bows her head. Master Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engine Seer Prime and Navigator who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Neither of which sounds pleasant. Your Ladyship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in this system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Nobiliate station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. Sharp bolt of pain lances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the will of the Weaver of Destinies, and I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread will help you find the keys to salvation. Do my Finch Care Bird real quick. For the day. Okay. There we go. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and around the system till our heads are swimming, as long as the promethium and supplies last. If any thick as grok shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? He gives you a gloomy look. No. My job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told, but just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. So what? Comes the officer's hostile and bitter reply, as if a dam has burst inside and all his pent-up emotions are rushing out of him. The ship's in ruins, every second officer's dead, and now we've got a green Lord Captain who's supposed to lead us to void knows where. Silence. The bridge's magnificent glass panes seem to tremble under the force of Abelard's roar. Enforcers, seize this mutineer! Ooh. Abelard grunts. If only one officer out of the whole lot has fallen to pieces, then that's not bad at all. Your ladyship, I do humbly apologize on behalf of the entire crew. What would you have us do with the Master of Ordnance? The former Master of Ordnance, I should say, besides find a replacement, that is, for we already have one lined up. Let's see. It would be dogmatic. Execute him for mutiny. Nod stiffly. Consider it done. Take him away. The brittle laughter of the Master of Ordnance reverberates around the bridge as he is led to his fate. Thank you, Emily-chan. I appreciate that. To summarize, we have sustained heavy, serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engine seer prime and a navigator. As that is all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home to the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these 3 immediate problems. Thank you for all your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Your ladyship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates, your eternally esteemed predecessor, brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything. And I shall tell you, the Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Emperor, the chief architect of his will in the Coronis Expanse. I did come across a strange handwritten letter on her desk. It was signed XC. You're referring to the contents of that note, I presume? Yes, quite right. Xavier Calazar. Lady Theodora was to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Hendrix von Calix, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in this system, that we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, then deliver him to Footfall and the Furibundus system. Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed. But an Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in this system, either the Navis Nobiliate or the Governor of Ricard Minoris, may know something. That is all, your ladyship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of a daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Valanciate Protectorate. He gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he's about to offer some words of encouragement. Adira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Psyker is suffering from some ailment, or dark madness. She insisted on seeing the rogue trader. I judged it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, her voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak to me when you have time, rogue trader. Daybreak. Adira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Adira! Come to your senses, woman. Damn it! She presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your ladyship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading our way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Or maybe it's dawn. And it's ringing and ringing like an echo. Like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Talas? No. Not yet, anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once, and I can't make any sense of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report. Alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we could talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions, and I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. Words are hard. There are a lot of words I'm not familiar with in this game. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It is time to get to work. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Who's this guy? Oh, this is the Infernus Master. Enric Montag, at your service. It's only tales after all. You just don't look like a bringer of woes to me. What was that about a bringer of woes? Do I even need to say it? The moment you came aboard, Lady Theodora perished. So did her arch-militant, as well as half the senior officers and a quarter of the Infernus Guild, along with the previous Infernus Master. What's worse, rations don't taste as good anymore, fires burn hotter, and that sinister look in your eyes, like you're about to put a curse on someone. He grins. It's what the Voidmen say, so it must be true. It seems that several of the ship bays are due for depressurization as a disciplinary measure. I'm not going to be a dick. What if I put a curse on you this very instant? That would be a sight. I've never seen a real curse before. My niece would be thrilled to hear all about it. Tell me more about the Infernus Guild. What interests you the most? Our duty, our state-of-the-art equipment, or our vibrant traditions? What's state-of-the-art equipment? That sounds interesting. That was a bit of a stretch. I'm sorry. There is no state-of-the-art equipment. The risks of ruining it in a fire are too great. We get by using human resources and the most common items available. Respirators, fire extinguishers, and flame-retardant uniforms. Let's face it, the lives of the Inferni are not worth much. It's more important that we save the machines and minimize damage to the ship. Learned all I need. That's enough for now. Never let your fire go out, Lord Captain. I mean, no. He hurriedly waves his hand. That's just a stupid little guild in-joke. Seriously, if you see an Infernus next to a naked frame, run. Alright, let's go talk to Argento.
Rogue trader.
You said you have a personal request for me?
I indeed have a request, Rogue Trader.
Continue.
The accursed servants of chaos who assaulted this ship took the lives of your loyal crew members, and they orphaned many children, including the progeny of the brave officers who defended their posts until the bitter end.
I see.
I don't know what customary practices there are for cases like this in Von Valancia's territory, but in the world I'm familiar with, the children of such brave souls could expect to receive some special consideration. Perhaps the Rogue Trader could meet with the orphans?
Make arrangements for a meeting worthy of a rogue trader. I will address the orphans with a speech.
As you wish, Rogue Trader. Thank you for granting my request.
For granting my request. Boop. No, we're not clapping? Okay. A group of adolescents, clearly dressed in their finest, freshly pressed clothes, forms a straight line before you. Some stare at you wide eyes like you're some mythical creature, while others huddle together in fear and look away. Our indefatigable sister has been keeping an eye on these pups. It is hardly the Schola Progenium in here. We have provided orphans on our ship with adequate care and instruction. Brave ones, the master of this ship has appeared before you, the one who guides it through the darkness of the universe by the Emperor's will. Greet your Lord Captain, rogue trader of House von Valancian. You notice Infernus Master Enric Montag standing a few paces away from the orphans. He watches you with approval and bows respectfully when you meet his gaze. Infernus Master, do you serve as a teacher in your spare time? Not at all, your ladyship. I am just looking out for them. It's the Infernus way to help folks in trouble. It's our job, after all. So we'd ship in rations here and there and make sure no one gives them a hard time. We take the older ones into the clan's care if they want. Many in the guild are not our family by blood, but by circumstance. I, the rogue trader and lord captain of the ship, speak to you now. Your parents gave their lives for a just cause and brought honor to the von Valancian banners and those of the Imperium. I am proud of them, and I will believe you will become their worthy heirs. Teenagers hang on your every word with bated breath. Only a few at the far end of the row seem sullen and not particularly impressed by your speech. One of the scowling visitors with a thin scar across his face tosses his head back and says bitterly, "So what? Why should we care? Our friends and parents died in their dozens, hoping you noble lot, and you just give us speeches." Argenta quickly turns to the boy. A flurry of emotions flashes in her dark eyes, like she wants to both calm him and scold him for his impudence. If you have things to say, I say them without fear. I will listen. It doesn't matter what we say. It won't bring our parents back, and it won't change our fates either. We'll keep slaving away on this ship until we drop and die like our folks. I understand your grief and dismay. Your parents died. It is not an easy thing to go through, but they gave their lives for the truth, for the good of the whole ship, for the Imperium. Do not speak of their honorable fate with anger and disdain. You heard the rogue trader. Her words carry the wisdom of the Imperium. It's hard to say whether or not your words have left an impression on the boy, but he nods slowly. Then he catches himself and gives you an awkward bow. Abelard gives a sign, and servants immediately emerge carrying packaged treats with von Valancian emblazoned on the wrappers. It appears that the Seneschal came prepared for any contingency. They're just tossing out candy. Argenta rubs her temple pensively. She smiles and offers a few more words of encouragement, then leaves the boy. Leaves the boy. Alright, so that is dealt with. I think we should go to our quarters. Lord Captain's quarters. Okay, oh, there are goods. Got an heirloom auto pistol, another shotgun, and a chainsword. Collect all, yes. And we are going to replace our regular danky little sword with the chainsword. It's fine. What about this? Shrine of Remembrance. I don't know what the Shrine of Remembrance actually is. Ooh, link your account. What is this? Oh shit! Okay. There are drops for this game. Yo, what? What? That's dope. Yo, that is so awesome. I had no idea there were Twitch drops for this game. Heck yeah. Like, frickin' heck yeah, man. Mac Daddy! How is my favorite Mac Daddy doing today? Merry Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas. No rewards available. That is a shame. Look at all these guns on the wall. Is that a rocket launcher? Yep. That's a chain axe. That's a power sword. That's a heavy bolter. That's a melt-a-gun. That's a thunder hammer. Oh my gosh. That is some awesome equipment. God, I love 40K. I love 40K. It is so much fun. Merry Sithmas to you too. I like that. That is excellent, Mac Daddy. What are you up to today? Oh, excuse me. Why was it spicy? Let's check with High Factorum. Let's see. I'd like to replace the painting of the late Theodora in my chambers. Hang my portrait instead. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I think I finally have my PC back together and ready for streams. How are you? I am good, man. I am good. Also, Mac Daddy, I still want to collab with you on something. I know you're doing Gears of War, and I apologize if this feels like I'm calling you out or putting you on the spotlight. That is not my intent. I just wanted to let you know that I still want to collab with you. I'm doing okay, though. I am doing okay. Wish to bolster my retinue with skilled fighters. Do I want to make a... Yeah. Rest assured, there are people with the most outstanding talents among the thousands in your crew. I will contact the overseers at once. PC upgrade should help. New GFX card, new hard drives means lots more space for games. Hell yeah! I'm gonna make a custom character. Yes, appearance. Went from 1.5 terabyte to 12 terabytes. Holy shit, that's amazing. I have like 4 terabytes myself. Next. Dogmatic. Death World. Origin. I'm going to do Astra Militarum Commander. Operative. Yeah. I'm going to build an operative. I feel like I could only hold 4 games at a time on my old setup. Yo. Especially because games are so frickin' big these days. Let's see. Let's up the perception. And up their toughness. Rocha. Yeah. Apply. Profit factor lost. I have questions. I shall return later. Hey, Midnight Joker, welcome in. Merry Christmas to you too. This is my Christmas I did my turn. This is my Christmas activity for the day. Yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Astropathic Station. CAD Majoris. It's going quite well. We're going to begin a scan. Got some XP, but that's it. What is at the Astropathic Station? Lord Captain, Choir Master Zachary Ways asking to speak with you via a private channel. Greetings, your ladyship. I can report that the choir is listening tirelessly to the Immaterium in the hopes of picking up voices from the Dynasty ships or worlds. However, we have heard something horrifying instead. Amid the Immaterium's tumult, something is screaming. The screaming is driving your choir mad. Until it stops, we have no hope of contacting any Dynasty's worlds. It's coming from the Astropathic Station. Ooh. Did I get the Red Rider BB gun? Are you talking about from, Is that a Christmas Story reference? With Ralphie? And is that you asking me if I got, like, the thing I wanted the most? I got a small Lego set that's pretty cool. I'm not sure when I'm gonna build it, but that's about it. That's all I got. Am I the only one who didn't like that movie? I didn't really like it either, Mac Daddy. To be honest, me and my household, the adults, we all worked our asses off to give our kids Christmas this year. And we aren't really celebrating or doing much amongst the 3 of us until next month. What is the nature of this scream? We do not know, your ladyship, but it has brought the Immaterium to a boil. It has always been violent, roaring ocean that could spell doom to any who would consider stepping into its waters. Now, however, it has become a cradle of madness, where expelled images fuse together, twisting and crackling, before crashing into the minds of all who perceive it. Mighty warp storm, the likes of which I cannot recall, rages in the Inferium, and it fills me with terror. Someone has had their mouth washed out with soap. I do not think we have been introduced. Indeed not. We meet under lamentable circumstances. My name is Zachary, and I am proud to be the choir master of your ship's Astropathic Choir. The duty I perform is to keep you in contact with the Expanse via astropathic messages sent through the warp by trained psychers. It was all overplayed on the 24 Hours of Christmas Story that my dad used to put on the TV after we got cable in high school. Yo! I remember that too. My granddad would do that. My mom's dad, when her folks were in town one year, we went to like church Christmas Eve, and we left, and he was watching A Christmas Story from like the end. And we get back 4 hours later, and the movie's ending for like the 3rd time. And like there are some fun moments in there, but I like the jokes of the lamp, but I just It just didn't interest me that much. But you know what's one of my favorite Christmas movies, you guys? Y'all want to see one of my favorite Christmas movies? Jingle All the Way, baby. This movie was so much fun. Like, oh my gosh, was it so fun. I love Jingle All the Way, and I also really like The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Both are some of my favorite Christmas movies. I'm just saying. We're going to pay that station a visit. Thank you, your ladyship. Wait. Should we go here first? We're gonna go here first. Nice. We watched Scrooge and Elf in my Discord last night. Nice. Nice. My Discord is not active enough for us to really host events that are more than just me or more than just me and Freya, but that's okay. We'll get there one day. Man, that might have sounded ungrateful, and if so, I apologize. It's just a fact. Lord Captain reporting. The heralds of the Navis Nobiliate continued to maintain Vox silence, perhaps due to Uric 5 being off-limits to visitors. We intercepted signals from the beacons drifting in the station's orbit. The demands are clear. We are told to turn the ship around immediately. We have also detected an accumulation of space debris near the station's docks. Presumably, it is the remains of the interplanetary shuttles. Perhaps the esteemed Navis Nobiliate requires aid, and therefore cannot respond to our Vox transmission. Turnback, no one dares give me orders. No, Lord Captain. Of course not. Be lurking and making some eggs. Yo, that reminded me, I think I have some eggnog. I gotta go check. I gotta go check. Because I haven't had any. Okay, I am back with some eggnog, and special thank you to my dad for dropping this off. The funny thing is, chat, I honestly like non-alcoholic eggnog better than eggnog with alcohol in it. It just doesn't taste as good. Order the auger crew to scan the station. Yes, Lord Captain. The officers from the auger crew performed a full scan of the station, but the information is imprecise. They note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. 1 second, chat. Okay. The note wave distortions of unclear genesis that are throwing off most of the readings. We are able to ascertain that the reactor core of the station is still active, but many compartments are unpowered and some fully depressurized. The station of biological activity are largely present in the central module, which means the station has not been abandoned. So the question remains, why are the esteemed navigators' heralds ignoring us? Order the crew to commence docking with the station. Affirmative, Lord Captain. We do not know what is happening at the station, so you will have to look for the esteemed navigators blind. Dock safely, and may the God Emperor light your path. Let's see. Excuse me. Looking for a guide for my sniper. Okay. Press any key.
Pathetic
That's
worm.
good.
You dare to argue with your master?
Uh-oh.
It was not you whom I swore to serve within these walls. My lips are sealed.
Confess. What was the old man's last command? What are you planning?
Give up, Keeper. You have lost this battle. Again.
We're getting nowhere with these ones, sir. Permission to execute them.
Oh. Wretches, you will be consigned to oblivion for your transgressions against House Orselio. Mortal Emperor, deliver your spirit servants from peril. Prayers for not help you, servant of the damned. In the name of House Orselio, I command you to execute the infidels. Well, that sucks. Step back, or I will unleash all the horrors of the Sea of Souls upon you. Emperor, be my witness. A tall man stops you with a gesture when you approach. Blood is trickling down the pearly scales of his weary face, and not just his own blood. Two jet-black, unblinking eyes are watching her every move, and the third one, the mark of a navigator's fate, is menacingly pulsing behind the lowered lid in the middle of his forehead. Abelard, if you would be so kind. Before you stands her ladyship, the rogue trader Gamma von Valanciat, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Cronus Expanse and bearer of the secret warrant of trade. Allow me to point out that nobiliate custom requires the Lord Navigator to introduce himself first, but given the unusual circumstances of the station, her ladyship, the rogue trader, is willing to turn a blind eye to your hostility, but just this once. In this case, I shall turn a blind eye to your unceremonious invasion, but just this once. There's a dangerous glint in the man's dark, shrouded eyes. Very well. Allow me to introduce myself. Before you stands Felix Christoph August, keeper of this place. So you did not arrive to offer support to the traders? This is great news. Having said that, you must understand that Uric 5 is a holy sanctum for House Orselio, and that the path to it is only revealed to a select few. It pains me to say that you are not on the guest list. I came here in search of a navigator. Provide me with one, and I shall depart the station. I do not think that is possible. Uric 5 is an observation station. We do not sign contracts, and we do not provide navigators. We delve into the depths of infinity and chart the movements of the warp storms, and besides... Gestures around the disorder around him. You've chosen an inopportune time for negotiations. I'm looking for the Lord Inquisitor's interrogator, one Hendrix von Calix. Do you know anything about his present location? Lord Inquisitor's interrogator? I think I would know if such an important individual decided to pay us a visit. What happened on the station? Where did all these corpses come from? Betrayal. Most banal thing in the life of the nobiliate, don't you think? I was stabbed in the back by my closest friend, Theobald Orselio, the second keeper of Uric 5 and my mentor. On his instructions, my own people sabotaged the generators, blew up the shuttles, and brutally massacred the loyal servants of my mistress. Most unforgivably, they dared to take her prisoner. Greedy scum. I swear by the throne's light, their souls will perish in the darkness of the void. He falls silent for a few moments, then furiously slams the end of his staff onto the floor. The madmen have captured Lady Cassia and are now torturing her upstairs while we are idly chatting down here. Help me rescue her or be gone, but waste no much more of my precious time. Part of me is like, I should just fucking attack him and kill him now. What kind of help are you talking about? I'd never ask you for such favor under different circumstances, and yet... He takes his hand away from his rib cage, notices blood, and winces in pain. And yet Lady Cassia's well-being is above all. I haven't got many people left, and my wounds are too deep for me to act with precision and swiftness. But you may actually succeed. In order to ascend to the mistress' chambers, you will need to remake a holy relic sanctified with the blood of Lady Orselio herself. This is the control rod of the elevator machine spirit. I have one part, and the other was lost during the mutiny, but even this relic will be of no use unless the elevator mechanism is powered. Why should I help you? Oh. You came to the station for a reason. House Orselio will not be able to help you until the current crisis is resolved. If you aid us now, I promise we will reach an agreement that you will find satisfying, so be it riches, influence, or the power of our navigators. How am I supposed to power the elevator? The station's main cogitator is situated in the guard room. Just enter the correct command sequence and the sacred mechanism will do the rest. If it's so simple, why don't you do it yourself? I never said the feat would be easy to accomplish. The path to the lavatory in the guard room is blocked by the very same madmen who took over the station. They will not negotiate and are not afraid of displeasing the Navis nobiliate or incurring the Emperor's wrath. They bow only to brute strength, something which I happen to currently lack. Guess that makes sense. So have you decided, descendant of the von Valanciat line? You know what, Abelard? I'm tired of this man's disrespectful tone. We shall not tolerate it. Lord Captain, we still need to navigate. You invade the sacred domain of the Navius Nobiliate and have the audacity to threaten me on my own station. The air around the keeper grows thick, and the navigator's eye trembles menacingly. You shall face your inglorious demise, scion of a great family. Gods! Doesn't matter anymore. To arms.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Stand your ground!
Dira. Argenta. Abelard. Me. Here. Okay. Dang it. All I've got is a pistol equipped.
Not a problem for me.
Regimental tactics.
Nothing I can't do.
And pistol shot.
Suits my purposes.
Not bad. Intern. Uh-oh. Tied to time and space. Ah, he missed. Dira, if you'll come this way. Zap them. Is this forewarning?
No can do.
No can do. And Argenta. Reposition. With your bolter, lay holy waste upon the enemies.
My faith strengthens me.
My faith strengthens me.
Follow my lead.
Rude.
Can I fall back?
Rude. Race for impact.
Victory is imminent. At your
Strike
beck
that
and
man. Good man, Abelard. Let's see. Voice of command. And then... Ah, missed.
Suits me. I shall not fear.
Analyze enemy.
Nothing I can't do. All too easy.
Missed. I have to remake that character.
I'm enraged.
Ah, so rude.
hand in hand.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Yes, what an unfortunate turn. Does the sister have... Yeah. Let's see. Over here.
Move through me. Be the fire in my heart. As the
Fire at that guy.
commands, I act.
Ah, what a shot.
Weapon at the ready.
Splat!
Stop it.
Ooh. Oh, shit. She's getting fucked up by the shotguns. Charge.
Indeed.
Gamma. Come
I'll
here.
see to it personally. Your end was inevitable.
Nothing I can't do. Opposing me.
was your biggest.
2 guys left. Hey, Yeti, Merry Christmas!
Minor setback.
Oh, Perils of the Warp dropped her. This is why I don't like Adira.
I'll do it. Eradicate it.
Alright, so let us loot. Loot that guy's gear. The game's going really well. I'm having a really good time playing. Alright, operative. So we want to use awareness. Let's see. Ooh, fresh target. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna give her sharpshooter. And then ballistic skill. Let's see. Hey, Red Flamer, good morning! I appreciate the shadow support. Thank you so much. Let's see, we're gonna do ballistic skill. We're gonna give her higher ballistic skill. Alright. Come this way, team. Jump this.
An expected result.
Pay attention.
Actually,
Would you look at that?
one of y'all go disable that.
The Emperor
One of y'all
favors
disable
me
this.
today. I better myself through my service.
Goods. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Thank you, Bohemian. I appreciate that. Grab that stuff. Go grab this stuff.
Nothing escapes
Uh-oh.
my sight.
Uh-oh. Alright, I guess we're fighting.
You will beg for mercy, but I will grant none.
Urge them.
Abelard. Adira. Gamma. Where's the sister? Put her here. Okay. She can't do shit. But the sister can. Yeah! Love that. I'm having a good day, and as far as I know, Freya's also having a good day so far.
Follow my lead. My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead. Weapon at the ready.
Thank you for the check-ins. It's much appreciated.
Follow my lead.
Abelard.
I will do my duty. Gray hair, sure hair. It will be done.
Oh, he parried. Shit. Stay vigilant.
Weather the storm!
Bring it down. Up too far.
Who, if not me?
Yeah. You're not gonna break our morale.
As the Emperor commands.
Gosh, I love bolt weapons.
My faith strengthens me. Follow my lead.
Hurrah!
Weapon at the ready. Stay vigilant.
Blech.
I've suffered worse.
I've suffered worse.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Victory is imminent. Reduced to dust.
Endure.
At your beck and call.
I'll remember you.
It's as good as done.
They gotta kill each other by accident, because that shit's hilarious.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Good shot, sister.
That is for the weak. I'll do it.
Ah, missed. There goes the squad commander.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Ah, what a miss. Hey, behind the mask, good morning. Thank you for the check-ins. Drop this dude. Ah. It was a miss.
My place is at the fore.
Charge that man. There we go. Goods. Ooh, grenades. Goods. Shoot this man. Don't know what that does. Okay, Avalon. Loot these bodies. Someone come loot those. Alright, let's go to equipment. Body gloves the same. Get rid of the sister. She's got 25% armor. My sniper needs a body glove. So I need the las rifle, and then we're gonna give her this equipment. Let's see, let's see, let's see. We go this way, everybody. Open the door. Loot those goods.
Always keep your eye on prize.
Disable that trap.
Never doubt me.
Never doubt me. I shall doubt if I want to.
Damn warp. If we'd been in real space, I'd have had.
Oh, shut up,
Possible
dear.
for this old officer.
Mars pattern sword and gloves, which I want to equip those persuasion gloves to my MC.
This is intriguing.
this way. Tech use.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
Who thought that was a good idea?
The premonition runs.
There we go. Disable that trap.
The Emperor favors me today.
Grab the loot. And everybody come in here. Oh, do you hear the screams? Move! Sir, are you alright? We can't hear anything. Oh. Now I see. You're in league with them. This is an insurrection. Yes, indeed. Death to the traitors. Damn. Blah, 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 blah. I know. You're all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Hey, who are you? Ooh. Well, suck to be that guy. Grab the gear. Open the store. So that useless.
That's how it's done. I always keep my options open.
Always keep my promises. Could really do with a sniper rifle.
I always get the job done.
I always get the job done. Activate the Cogitator's Spirit. The Cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around the sacred mechanism that now sparks and hisses in agony, still refusing to perish. Awaken the Cogitator. Push the main chamber controls. Open all doors and all levels. Listen, execute the passage has been opened. That's some good eggnog. Oh, there we go. This last one. Ooh, wait. I need to learn some information real quick. Awaken it. Request the data on the station's navigators. Examine the log. View the report. This is basically confirming I was in the right to execute the guy. Okay, step away from the Cogitator. Do. Ooh. Grab those goods. Warp Seer's goggles. This, oh. What's going on with the veil? Examine Medicaid.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Examine this. Get this loot. Get this loot. Stim packs, it looks like. Transducer. Remake the control rod. Control rod has been made. It's been reforged. We reforged that which was broken. Now I'll come back over here, and you guys are all going to jump over all this. Jump.
Compared to
Athletics,
naval service,
100%.
That was barely a challenge.
Turn on the elevator. Go up. Yeah, we did it! Oh. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet, misted eyes. Her spinning gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitches nervously as you approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. As the otherworldly creature gaze slides over you, your entire core shudders in terror. Flashes of the past warped nightmares re-emerge from the shadows of your memory and paralyze your will. You gasp for air in terror, drowning. Oh, thank you for the biddies, Bread Flama. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hot tears burning on your cheeks. Why is this happening? Why is this happening to you? Why do you feel so lonely and in so much pain? Do these feelings even belong to you? Ow, 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 ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Somebody stop her. Heresy. Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. She then lowers her head. Her white hair veils her face. My pale face, thankfully, has no blood running down it, just rosy cheeks. Lady Cassia, I am here to help you. Please, calm yourself. Persuasion test succeeded! She weirdly shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both a sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead? And you? Who are you? Gamma von Valancia. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pardon my manners, Gamma. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Oof. The heavy-set old man who's been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from him. The child. Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserved. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You. The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to that of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either ally or enemy. I am warning you, one wrong move, I will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged it's making the Whisperers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Abelard places a hand on his weapon. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening at Uruk 5. Persuasion test succeeded. I'll grant you that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like the scoundrels in Felix's service. So who are you? Abelard, introduce us. Her ladyship rogue trader, Gamma von Valancian, heir to the great protectorate of the Coronis Expanse and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade, extends her greetings. Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy? How interesting. Your kind always makes an appearance in desperate times. Excuse me. Ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so House Roselio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think about it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy to our house today. You decide. What service do you ask of me? Hope glimmers in his milky eyes. Save the sacred child. Take her away from this station. I fear I do not have long left. A bluish rivet trickles down the old man's chin, and he wipes the mutated blood brusquely away with his sleeve. You glimpse strange burns covering his flesh under his clothing. The slightest movement must be causing him unbearable pain. Good morning, Sky. Welcome in. Save the child and deliver her to Regent Ontero, acting head of House Roselio in the Cronus Expanse. Rest assured that the reward will be worth your effort. I know we came here for a navigator, but after everything we've seen, I've got some reservations about this girl. Argenta looks at Cassia. A painful furrow appears on her brow. Such a fragile thing, with such a heavy burden upon her soldiers. You're talking as though you expect to die. My service to the house is coming to an end. The wounds Felix inflicted on my flesh will never heal. I am dying. Praise the throne slowly enough to see that the child is taken care of. You need help. There's a Medicaid deck on my ship. No. I am the keeper of Uric 5, and I will perish along with my station. On that note, I have other matters to attend to. I believe I have made my decision. Is that so? Please share your thoughts. Cassia shall come with me. Good. That is good. He nervously licks his lips. Do allow us to say our proper farewells.
Wake up, my mistress.
Oh.
My sacred child. It is all over now. It is over.
Continue.
What happened?
You feel the crimson eyes roving over your face.
You. I remember you. Have you come to save us?
Child, please. Listen.
Man, he is hanging by a fucking thread.
You will now embark on a voyage with this lady to rejoin the house and its regent
Excuse me.
in the Cronus Expanse.
This dude is in rough fucking shape.
I will not be able to accompany you on this journey.
Another trickle of blue blood runs down the old man's face, this time from his nose and ear. May have thought that it was your voice at first, like you were trying to make a character voice and it made me laugh. What's up, Ghost Reaper? How you doing? Good morning.
No, not you two. Don't leave me alone in this
Magna! How are you doing? Are you behaving today?
Your mistress is giving you an order. Do you hear me?
A hot wave of despair that is not yours washes over you. Your palms sweat and your heart freezes in panic. Come to wish you the merriest of Christmas. Oh, thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well.
Mistress, I fear this will be your only order that I dare to disobey. I am the keeper
I like
of
his
Uric
hat.
5, and alas,
Heard your
I
voice
have less
on
than a day
Bohemian's
left
phone.
in
I was
me.
like, I miss him. I should go say
Allow
hi.
me to serve you one last time. and
Well, thank you.
honor
I've
my
missed you
final
too.
duty
He made me
to
breakfast.
House
That's awesome,
Roselio.
Bohemian.
I will remain on the station and destroy the secrets it holds.
What if I wish to learn the secrets? The crimson tears stain the Lady Navigator's white skin once again, but this time her power does not make everyone weep along with her. Forgive the urgency, but we should leave the station immediately. The systems are unstable and may fail at any moment.
But this is my...
She hesitates, searching for the right word.
Please, child, do not be stubborn. Remember your duty to the house, and let those thoughts bring you strength.
What are you going to do to me?
Lady Cassia, I, Gamma von Valencia, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
Do not fear what is to come, child.
She sure sounds
You are
amazing.
ready to
That's
guide
for sure,
the
Titan.
vessel. I know this. because I taught you myself. And it is difficult to imagine more worthy company than a rogue trader. But
That's true.
remember,
I am pretty
your
amazing in this game.
safety is of paramount importance. Get to the Great Regent and fulfill your destiny.
Continue.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Yurak 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orcelio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship. She ponders your words for a short while.
As a lady navigator of House Orcelio, I accept your gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
End the dialogue. Ooh, there's goods. Rank available. Let me see. Let's see. Fellowship and mind over matter. Mind over matter. There we go. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Morning and Merry Christmas to you, Ghost Reaper. Cassie.
They fear to look at me because of my appearance. I fear to look at them because of their rotten-colored souls.
Oh, that was rough. Because there were rotten-colored souls. To the Void Ship Bridge. We have a navigator, and it only took an hour and a half. Honestly, if I'd been up for streaming longer yesterday, I would have done the prologue and at least recruit her. How are you doing today, Sky? Oop. Game's auto-saving. Yan 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 yan. Lord Captain, Lady Navigator, welcome aboard. The Sanctum Navis has prepared for the communion ritual, but if the lady wishes to rest in her quarters first... Your heart starts beating furiously, your breath comes short and choppy, and your fingertips tingle unpleasantly. You notice that Vigdis is shivering slightly, and the crew are glancing around in puzzlement, searching for the source of this intense wave of unease. Without even looking at the Voxmaster, Cassio waves her away. First, I wish to speak with the rogue trader. Leave us. Of course. When you're ready for the ritual, please let me know. Your new master whispers. Cassia sweeps her pensive gaze over Vigdis, then lowers her lashes slightly, turning towards you. What do you wish to speak to me about? After a few seconds of hesitation, she lets out a small exhale and then raises her pointed chin. I have not yet thanked you for saving me on the station. My thoughts were so clouded with so much mournful ash that Theobald's heart stopped, but you acted honorably and did not exploit me in my wretched position. For that I am immeasurably grateful. I'm also deeply grateful that you saved my servants, especially my valet. Uve served me on the station for more than 5 years, much longer than any who preceded him. He knows how to properly attend to me during journeys through the Immaterium and what to serve me for breakfast. His presence envelops me in a cloak of amber. But now, she throws back her shoulders, I am ready to go to the Sanctum Navis and perform the sacred rite. We require brushes, canvas, and the best paints you have on board, but no red. Very well. I shall ensure that all necessary supplies are delivered to the Sanctum Navis. Ooh, okay. Let me get my AirPod so I can Get the music in my ear. Yo ho, yo ho ho, yo ho, yo ho ho, yo ho, yo ho ho, yo ho, yo ho ho. Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's brew. Sea wind blows to where, who knows, the waves will be our guide. All across the ocean's tide, rays of sunshine far and wide. Birds they sing of cheerful things in circles passing by. Bid farewell to Weaver's town, say so long to port renown. Sing a song, it won't be long before we're casting off. Cross the gold and silver seas, the salty spray puts us at ease. Day and night to our delight, the voyage never ends. Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's brew. Pirates we eternally are challenging the sea. With the waves to rest our heads, ships beneath us as our bed. Hoisted high upon the mast, upon our jolly prize. Somewhere in the endless sky, stormy winds are blowing by. Waves are dancing, evening comes, it's time to sound the drums. Steady men may never fear, tomorrow's skies are always clear. So pound your feet and clap your hands till sunny days return. Yo ho, yo ho ho, yo ho, yo ho. Yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho. Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's brew. Wave goodbye, but don't you cry, our memories remain. Our days are but a passing dream, everlasting though they seem. 'Neath the moon we'll meet again, the wind's our lullaby. Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship out Binks's brew. Sing a song and play along for all the oceans wide. After all is said and done, you'll end up a skeleton. Spread your tail from dawn till dusk upon these bony seas. Yo ho, yo ho ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho. Yo ho, 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 yo ho. Well, I don't have that, Sky, so I make do with what I've got. Not a big fan of karaoke. I'd much rather just sing in my car when I'm driving. Hang on, my thing broke. Should take my leave of you for the duration of the rite. I ask that you do not follow me. Few can survive the gaze of my warp eye when it is opened. Look, here they come, the comms master again. Voxmaster Victus. Lord Captain, I will oversee the open channel between the navigator and the bridge, and may the Emperor's light help us all. The Voxcaster in the Sanctum Navis picks up the serration of clothes, pious chanting, and the metallic clicking of implants. Then the serene voice of the Lady Navigator breaks the silence, initiating communion ritual. Come here, Oof. Exuberant ring of metal freed from its scabbard, the low sob of the servant, the rhythmic drip of liquid on canvas, and the faint whisper of a brush. Go. Footsteps hurrying away. I see violet vortexes lashing on an ocean with a million flails, umber shadows spinning over the surface in a fiery dance, a storm rising above foaming waters, armadas drowning in a fog. The path from one end to another cannot be seen. And here, beyond the wall of glass, a daughter forsaken by her father yearns for her brother, and the sun's pale disk goes in tireless pursuit of her? No, of me. Its frozen rays lie that spring is here. The light is deadened. The great ruler is gone. The Voxmaster recoils at Cassia's words and accidentally snaps one of the cogitator levers. The panel beneath her fingers emits sparks. The Voxcaster falls silent. She quickly flips a series of switches and bows guiltily. My abject apologies for cutting off the communication broadcast, Lord Captain. I've never heard the warp speaking through a navigator before. The connection is restored and it will not happen again. Cassia, you alright in there? Soul-shredding screams drown the Vox transmission. The servants in the sanctum are howling and shrieking like wild beasts, moaning in pain, their throats raw from the strain, and then sudden silence. The dull thud of dropping bodies proclaims their fate. It appears the servants were part of the rite, as it was for her predecessor. I will arrange for the bodies to be removed from the Sanctum Navis after the ritual, or what is left of them. Rogue Trader, I feel I have unfortunate news. In this blackness has spread across the canvas, dividing what should be whole in two. My sight cannot glimpse the light of the Emperor as clearly as before. I cannot turn around. My brush only draws me onward. The way is blocked. By the Emperor's grace, the ritual was successful. Your vessel's temperament presented a challenge. Its cold steel grip did not allow me to breathe freely even for a second. It was as if the depths of the ship housed not only machine spirits, but something other. Now, I will retreat to my chambers to recover my strength. Send for me if you have need of me. Lord Captain, congratulations on acquiring a navigator. Please spare me a few moments of your time, as there are several matters that require your attention. First of all, I wish to report on the condition of the station. Had you opted to begin your visit to the Ricad system with a different destination, the station could have been critically unstable. Fortunately, the decision to immediately visit the representatives of the Navis Nobiliate has brought us precious time. We can either focus on our efforts in disassembling the station and procuring technological components for our own vessel, or attempt to save as many valuables as we can. Loot everything, from jewelry to the very last manuscript, as you command, Lord Captain. With your permission, I'd also like to remind you that we are still looking for an engine seer prime. Both the vessel and its machine spirits are in desperate need of oversight by an experienced tech priest. We are also missing some crew, and much more importantly, we have not yet located Hendrix von Calix, the right hand of the Lord Inquisitor. Now we know for certain he was not at Yurk 5, so we should keep this in mind when making any future plans. Thank you, Vigdis. That will be all. As it pleases you, Lord Captain. Gonna return to the bridge for now. I leveled up. This is level 6. Sees the initiative and intelligence. Intelligence. I'd like to bolster my retinue with skilled fighters. Custom. a deadly sniper. Let's go with her. Appearance, hair, tattoos, augmentations, voice. All fine. Let's see, she can be heretical. See if I could find a build for snipers. Okay. I'm gonna go with Fortress World. Origin is gonna be Crime Lord. Archetype is going to be Operative. Next. Skill, Perception, and Intelligence. Remain. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Let's level her up. So we're gonna do awareness, exposed weakness, dismantling attack. Let's see. Sharpshooter. And then ballistic skill. Let's see. Go ahead and grant Nimble. Fresh target. We'll do ballistic skill again. Good morning, Peter Patter. I hope you both have an excellent Christmas today. Lasting Impression Fellowship. Fellowship. Not going to be taking her anymore. Magenta. Ballistic Skill, Rapid Fire. Adira, I don't care about her, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see. We'll just give her It Will Not Die for now. willpower. Okay. I should save. Thank you. It's gonna be a quiet, relaxing Christmas here for me by myself. Back to the Coronis Expanse. Okay. Let's go to the Astropathic Station. This is new content, I think. Lord Captain, there's some commotion on the officer's deck. The Lady Navigator has left her quarters and is currently in the wardroom, where uninitiated crew members are shunning her in terror. Perhaps you should find out what has brought Cassia to the deck. End the dialogue. Son of a meep.
Lord Captain, my apologies. I did not notice your entrance.
It pleases me to see you adjusting to life aboard the ship.
Compared to Urak 5, your ship is a boundless world of unfamiliar hues. And yet, the abundance of bright colors can at times be wearisome on the eyes. The bridge and the decks are so clamorous. In my search for a place of quiet, I was fortunate to come upon this islet of serenity filled with rare tomes and practically devoid of color.
The events that took place on Urak 5 must have shaken you greatly. Are you well?
One should not underestimate the navigators of House Orselio, Lord Captain.
Fair point.
Like a shawl of pale smoke, a faint malaise hangs upon my shoulders, but it will not be the slightest hindrance to my duty to humanity, and my duty to you.
I see you're fond of reading.
Oh, this. I found this fascinating read on one of the shelves, and I must say,
Fascinating
it has
read,
caught
huh?
my eye. Its every chapter is written in...
1 second. I just want to make sure nothing is like frozen and crashed. Really, you two? Really?
I find it so beautiful and enrapturing.
Continue.
Urak 5 had a vast archive of its own, of course. Most of the works within had to do with scholarly disciplines of some sort or another. Only in my sparse moments of respite was I allowed to escape into the pages of more embellished works.
I hope you had ample time to calm yourself and your powers.
There are people on this ship who are far more impulsive and dangerous to others, and far less devoted to the God Emperor than a herald of the Navis nobility.
Oh?
But I did not need your words to see the shades of umber unease that whirl around your subjects whenever I am near. Were I not acquainted with such a reaction, I could have found their behavior and your question just now insulting.
Oh, well, excuse me. Your only attendant is your valet from Urak 5. Do my servants not measure up to your standards?
No, no. It is not that at all, Lord Captain. It is just that Uwe is quite capable of carrying out his duties by himself. He is well accustomed to my whims and preferences.
Continue. Perception test succeeded. She cringes ever so slightly at just the adornment on her forehead that awkwardly hides her clawed fingers in the folds of her clothes. The unnatural appearance of navigators often becomes the topic of gossip among Lily's servants and officers alike. It is unsurprising, then, that Cassidy prefers the company of one who is used to how she looks.
Lord Captain, would you kindly explain to me why you are pestering me with these questions? Inquiring about my mood and my needs, showing an interest in the books I am enjoying?
Of course I'll show an interest.
You are behaving as if you possessed a shred of fellow feeling for one such as I.
Continue.
I beg your pardon, Lord Captain. That was no way for a navigator to conduct herself.
You have nothing to apologize for. Human emotions are natural, be they good or bad, and it's just as natural to share them with others.
Please forgive me. I cannot even understand myself right now. Your words and attention have reminded me of life on the station.
Oh.
Of Theobald and Felek.
As soon as this conversation's over, I am getting
They
more
were merely
eggnog.
the keepers of Urak 5. So, why do memories of those two make me feel a strange heaviness here?
She places a hand on her breastplate.
At the same time, I find myself overwhelmed with new excitement and anticipation. At last, I have set foot outside my familiar walls and into a world that I have only seen before in the pages of books.
Oh, I'm not wearing my
Your
armor
ship
right now.
alone is a treasure trove of remarkable artifacts and curiosities.
That's true.
And just imagine the things that await beyond, but... My delight must seem childish to you, surely. In your heart, you must be finding all this quite amusing.
I understand what you're going through. My own life was turned upside down not too long ago.
Indeed. I did not know. That is to say, I could not have known, as it is the first time we are speaking in a circumstance so private. My word, when I found this place, it was so full of officers. Why did they all leave?
Perhaps my people did not wish to disturb you.
Or because my presence offends them. Then I must take my leave as well. I am due to inspect the Sanctum Navis after the communion ritual and prepare the chamber for the upcoming warp jump. Thank you for your company.
Into dialogue. Very well. Back to my bridge. Is there anything I can investigate? Doesn't seem like it. Nothing for me to pick up. Turn to the Void Ship Bridge. Okay, chat, I'm gonna go get some more eggnog real quick. Be right back. Welcome back, Freya. How was y'all's morning going? How are the kids doing? Alright, back to the Coronis Expanse map. Astropathic Station. Mission to report, Lord Captain. Members of the Sacred Cult Good morning and Merry Christmas, Chill. Hope you're having a great one today. Operating aboard the ship, I request an audience. We wish to present gifts and introduce themselves to the new Lord Captain. What sacred cult? Lurking and listening to you, I'm just now awake. They called themselves the Bloodspun Web. The cult defends the flagship from both internal and external threats. Lady Theodora held them in high regard and looked favorably upon their activities. I am ready to receive them. Commence preparations at once, Lord Captain. Yeah, I saw that. I posted it in the Discord. Kids are okay. Middle woke up super early and everyone else was sleepy. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna get that Primarch. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh jeez. Oh, okay. My goodness. Where am I? I don't even know where I am. Those on the deck watch in awe as the final figure moves gracefully into the ceremonial pose. Some of the officers whisper in excitement, while others murmur prayers to the God Emperor.
The Undying Emperor commanded us to spin a web of blood around his children, and we obeyed. We obey still.
We obey still.
Domin von Valancius, death has whispered your name.
What?
We disown Domin Theodora. We renounce our oath to her. And now we give the gift of our blood to you. It is the gift of death. Death has whispered your name. The followers of the tenets of the web swear fealty to their new overlord and offer proof of their devotion.
Oh, okay.
We give you a blade, the silent verdict. The
oh shit.
One has chosen you to wield this instrument of death.
That's cool.
We give you one of our own, Kibella. She will be your shield and shadow. And we give you the blood of these traitors. The tenets of the web will purify their souls.
What makes them traitors? Lord Test succeeded. You have heard many stories about death cults such as this one. These devoted, holy assassins of the Imperium have turned death into a form of worship for the Emperor. They are exemplary slayers and visible executioners and the scourge of traitors, heretics, and fallen souls. Many righteous people honor them as votaries of the faith, while others see their fearsome rituals as frenzied spectacles touched by madness. Examine the cultists. Actually, the prisoners. The prisoners cower beneath the weight of your gaze. Blood drips down the tear-stained face of the captured officers, technomats, and workers. A word has been carved into each of their foreheads with meticulous precision. Traitor, heretic, apostate, renegade. The cuts have been diligently and regularly reopened to prevent healing.
These renegades committed treachery against their domin. Their lips once praised the name of Kunrad Voigtveer, but it is your name they will whisper as they cross over to the other side.
Examine the cultists. The cultists are all voidborn. Their lithe, sinewy bodies are clad in light armor, which allows them to move with an acrobat's nimble grace and strike with an assassin's swift surety. Their red and black vestments are adorned with sharp spikes and ritual jewelry. Where time and training have worn their garments threadbare, you can make out the patterns of bleeding lacerations. Interesting. So a death cult watches over my crew. They who honor the Emperor through killing, who devote their every deed to serving him. Sacred executioners.
The Domin has discerned our essence. This is a great honor for the blood-spun web. We have woven the bays of this ship together with the threads of our faith for many years. We keep the greatest relic, his tarot, through which he sends us his blessed
Oh yeah, the tarot's a big deal.
revelations. We obey the whispers of the Undying One. This is our service to him. This is our service to you.
Continue. Oh.
Devout assassins who believe themselves to be instruments of a higher power. They revel in violence.
This voice reminds me of the Leviathan voices in Mass Effect 3. Oh, a precipice, you say?
Will send them plummeting into the abyss. You could be their downfall. All you have to do is push.
Why have you brought this rabble to the upper decks?
So you may offer the souls of these traitors as a gift to him. You have the authority to order their execution. Their blood will bind us together through him. For the God Emperor, the Undying One is death itself. The Undying One is duty itself.
I see.
Give the order, Domin. Let a spinner of the blood-spun web undergo the test of a sacred trial.
Undergo the test. Give weapons to the traitors. It is time for Kilvith to prove herself.
A dagger that has not sliced through sinew is nothing more than a toy. Let the final dance begin.
End dialogue. Shotgun, 2 las rifles.
I will set them
Kilbass
free.
background. What do we have? Death from above.
No.
This one. Hooah! Oh, that was magnificent.
Trust me. Death.
Lay dance. Magnificent.
The other side
Okay,
waits.
that was pretty cool. Five more. Very well.
Cry, flee, pray.
Start the battle.
You cannot alter your
This is
fate.
Raining blood.
As honor ordained. I
Lay
shall
dance.
not. Death is a blessing. As honor ordained. Caught by the web. Let your soul be purged.
Let your soul be purged.
Brings me no pleasure. I would that I could.
This guy's actually gonna get a friggin' turn. And I dodged it. Ah!
Is a blessing.
Alright, she's pretty cool. cut to the heart, a cut to the throat, a cut to the stomach. These wounds have been inflicted according to his pleasure. The blood of the apostates will wash away the stain of their treachery, so their souls may prostrate themselves before the Undying One's throne and beg his forgiveness. I have acted with reverence and shown proof of my loyalty. Will you accept me, Domina Gamma? Will you make me your shield and shadow? Your ladyship. The spinners of the blood-spun web were watching, tracking, and killing von Valancian enemies long before the warrant of trade passed to Lady Theodora. However, the blade has also been known to cut short the lives of highly upstanding persons. Factorum swallows nervously, casting a fleeting glance at Kilbeth. But I certainly do not in any way condemn the deeds of the deeply esteemed cult. I'm sure they must have had good reasons. Stern-looking woman clears her throat. These cultists are the scourge of the seditious. They bring the unrighteous to ruin. Enforcers respect the blood-spun web, for we share a common goal. To bring his light and his harsh justice to the darkest depths of the ship. Scourge of the seditious or not, folks are afraid of them for a reason. A couple of watches ago, these spinners took a train driver to pieces for some kind of ritual. I don't know what old Moloch did to earn the privilege, though. And who's going to feed his family now? Takes a long drag from his cigarette, exhaling the thick smoke through his clenched teeth. It's a lower decker problem. What's the matter? Matters that the bloodsport web serves you faithfully, Lord Captain. Professor Albert. A plump old man in rich robes of a confessor adds respectfully. Our predecessor's predecessor once delivered a sermon about how the spinners saved this vessel from the servants of the arch-enemy. The blood-spurned web paid the price in blood, a river of scarlet that fled to the decks from bridge to bilge. It became the blood of the flagship, the pulse in its veins and the beat of its hearts. The great sacrifice earned them the favor of House von Valancian. First hero. What am I running? What did I just do? Oh crap. Oh. Okay. Henceforth I am your shadow, Domin Gamma von Valancian, an instrument of death placed in your hand by the Undying One. For so it was ordained, and so his tarot forspoke. I also come bearing an invitation from the Vizier of the Bloodsport Web. He wishes you to know that the doors to the Undying One's temple are open to you. Are you suggesting the Lord Captain should go down into the depths of her flagship to search for this temple? With all due respect, the lower decks are for servants and crews. They're not a fitting place for her leadership. Right. Enjoy the rest of your stream and the rest of your day, man. I'm squeezing some gaming before food is ready. Alright, Goku. Have a great rest of your day, and once again, Merry Christmas, my friend. Why is the Vizier not here to deliver the message himself? The first spinner is old. Did she take off her mask? His abode is in the temple beneath the flagship's freight line. He's not left the lower decks in decades. Even a short journey could sunder the spirit from his ancient body. Where's your temple located? I'm not permitted to say. If you wish to find the temple, you must walk the path of Saint Irene, matriarch spider. Hers was the thread that became the blood-spurned web. Her path began deep within the flagship, in the dark tunnels of the freight line, and that is where yours must begin as well. This journey will bring you closer to the threads of the web, closer to the Undying One, closer to understanding death. You'll walk in the footsteps of the matriarch spider. Your journey will begin in the darkness of the deepest tunnel. The Vizier awaits you. Your blade awaits direction, Domin Gamma. We will speak again when the time is right. Okay. Okay. Void ship map. A rogue trader ship is a veritable city sailing through the void. The ship has numerous compartments you can visit. Navigate these compartments using the map of the ship you can access. Okay. To another compartment. Freight line, officer's deck. Its quarters, Astropathic Chapel. Just kidding. Just kidding. Cronus Expanse map. Astropathic Station. The station is dead ahead in the void ship. It is motionless. There's lifeless silence across its Vox frequencies. Its lights are out. Even those who have no warp sensitivity can feel the presence of death. It is here, lurking in the shadows. All this makes reading the reports of the ship's astropaths, who claim to be hearing an incessant, ghostly howl emitting from the station, all the more disturbing. Deploy a scouting team. Enforcers offer their prayers and proceed into the uncanny station. What they saw inside was monstrous. Astropaths upon their thrones, not quite here, not quite now, smudged, as it were, across time. Servants reliving their horrible deaths again and again, only to be reborn out of ashes and blood into more agony a moment later. The warp manifests itself here, twisting the very nature of existence. The main hall was covered in a crust of psychic ice. A green-robed, blind old man sat motionless upon a tall throne. He was quite literally embedded on the ice, yet he was still alive and screaming. Send Zachary to the station with a squad of bodyguards. He is boarded the station in person and proceeds to the choir's hall. He stood silently for hours in front of a man frozen in ice and held a telepathic conversation with him. Then he offered a prayer to the God Emperor, and the unfortunate man passed away. Upon returning to the ship, Wheeze reverently presented the Lord Captain with the Gem trophy, the late choir master's amulet, taken from his frozen body after his death. Ooh. Psychic shrieks. Imperial Guardsman, Space Marine, Inquisitor walk into a bar. The Guardsman says, "Ow." The Marine breaks right through the bar with his reinforced skull. The Inquisitor accuses the bar of heresy, while the bar refuses to confess or even move despite sustained torture. The Inquisitor executes the Guardsman for failing to defeat the bar in combat. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that. Now that the mad choir masters finally stop screaming, the song of the Immaterium has reached the rogue trader's void ship too. Ordered the station to be explored. Warp disturbance of monstrous proportions wiped out half the choir at once, turning the astropaths into living portals through which torrents of the Immaterium's energies poured out. Those who lasted longer bellowed and howled about a thick black rift that split the universe into before and after, to darkness that would devour the Astronomicon's light. Burn it all. Void torpedoes shatter the fragile station, and one can only hope that the unfortunate souls captured by the warp has perished along with their homes. Yes. Let's go this way. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Wissarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. This is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a highborn brat out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain. not least because I see you've already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence toward a higher-ranking officer will be logged in your personal file without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant Avera Vent requesting permission to speak on a matter of extreme importance and urgency. I will not tolerate this kind of conduct on my ship. Abelard, assign the lieutenant an appropriate punishment. Lieutenant, you have 1 minute to state your business. Yes, Lord Captain. Listen to my report and punish me as you wish, but all that matters is that you hear me out. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks in order to crush the workers' strike by any means necessary. But I am convinced that this step is unwarranted and that the crisis itself was provoked by the actions of one of the senior officers. Abelard, in no hurry to intervene, lets out a skeptical huff. He glances at Saucerback, who is standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wersarian, and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because very soon we'll have a mutiny or a massacre on our hands. Welcome in, Wise Llama. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Vent reels off the last words as if she knows them by heart. She's clearly been preparing to say them for some time. When she is finished, she casts an anxious glance at Abelard, then at you. There's an insurrection in the making aboard my ship, and no one has informed me? I would not deem it a problem worthy of the rogue trader's attention. The lower decks, as it so happens, are in revolt. 30-some years ago, we even had a revolutionary leader rise up who dared to establish workers' rule across the entire ship. It took a month to restore order, but even 8 years later, we are still battling rumors that the hero had survived his execution and was on the verge of gathering people to fight against tyranny once more. Needless to say, the rumors were baseless. As for the current situation, we have sufficient enforcers to deal with it. Just woke up, and I hope you're having a wonderful holiday and stream. Oh, thank you, Wise Llama. It's been a pretty good day so far. But on this ship, the words of the Lord Captain carries more weight than a salvo from 100 bolters. I'm sure that the rogue trader addresses the malcontents directly. She will quell the unrest. I will hydrate, thank you. I dread to think what problem you will disturb the rogue trader with next. Perhaps you'll ask the Lord Captain to break up brawls in the mess room. I already have given you the means to resolve this problem. You simply need to use them. If I may, your ladyship, sending a hit squad to crush the rebellion is a means of ignoring the problem, not solving it. And where does my seneschal come into all this? I shall explain. I beg you to hurry. Time is running out. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There is an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the seneschal's role to ensure that. I've always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower decks, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of the vermin who murdered Theodora will find refuge on her ship. You were far too heavy-handed, Seneschal. Arrests, interrogations, mass punishments for entire sectors? It's driven the people to the brink, Vet says bitterly. Now there's a strike on the lower decks, in Depot 4 to be precise. 3 worker clans are involved, but many more are passively supporting them. The situation could degenerate into an all-out insurrection, but when I report my concerns, the only response I received was an order to dispatch an assault unit and crush the strike with maximum force. What is Depot 4? It's one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They are not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems for generations. They're an easily replaceable resource, and one which is now, more besides, giving succor to the cultists and minions of the arch-enemy. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at the worst that means drunken fights and illegal rot-gut brewing. We've handled the workers of Depot 4 in the past. We would have done so again. The crackdown on Depot 4 hadn't been so harsh. And another important point to bear in mind, the problem is not limited to this sector. It is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there has a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. Master-at-Arms. The ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. That being said, while I entirely share Master Rosarian's opinion on what Fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is direct consequences of practice that he himself introduced. Mr. Sarbach, I see you have decided to follow Lieutenant's example after all. Such behavior does you no credit. Explain. The ship's regulations state that the Master-at-Arms is responsible for resolving all matters related to the ship's enforcers, and yet it is no secret that the Seneschal has tendency to show partiality. These enforcers and officers whom he deemed particularly promising are at times given permission to approach him for tutelage. I cannot deny Master Rosarian's experience and insight. The Seneschal has a record of fostering students who are indeed achieved much, demonstrated impeccable performance. However, extending such patronage over the head of their immediate superiors encourages disregard for hierarchy aboard among her ladies' servants. Today, an enforcer goes to the Seneschal to report an order from the Master-at-Arms that they happen to disagree with. Tomorrow, they will go to the Lord Captain to object to the Seneschal's order. I notice a pattern in these actions. Lieutenant Vent, would you say the Seneschal has singled you out from your peers in any way? Enjoy your breakfast, Sky. Lord Captain, I swear the Seneschal has never granted me any privileges, nor once advocated for me, nor facilitated my promotions, although he is the man who convinced me to become an officer in the first place. He has offered me extensive guidance in my service, for which I am grateful to him. While not all of my fellows receive such attention, I know of at least a dozen fine officers whom the Seneschal keeps in his sights to ensure they continue to strive. To prepare new generations of the dynasty's servants, to instruct them and to separate them, those with potential from those who have exhausted it. That is my duty as Seneschal. The ship has bays worthy of pilots, enforcers, officers, technicians, and stewards, whom I have raised personally. By the throne, every third person standing on this bridge right now is my student at one point. Abelard, do you wish to respond? Mistress, do you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey the superior, or one where I would overrule their order or show favoritism to those who merited none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases in the entire time I served aboard this ship. If anyone were to claim otherwise, I would have them pay for insulting your honor with blood. Your conduct in this regard has always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the propriety of junior officers, inflates their sense of self-importance, and undermines discipline. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officer's deck handing out gifts to officers who have caught your eye. It fills those you set apart with ambition and audacity. It makes them stand out among the rest. Enforcers are meant to be faceless servants, fighters ready to die, their fates entrusted to the commander and no one else. That is the sole foundation of the order. I see. Evidently, my officers are anything but shining examples of unity and adherence today. I've only myself to blame, I suppose. How did all this start? The situation could boil over at any moment, so I'll give you a condensed version. It all began when the enforcers found a cultist amulet on the body of someone who'd been killed in a drunken brawl. We reported it up the chain immediately and arranged for cleansing rite to be performed and opened an investigation. No heretics have been found alive, but the search has brought tension between enforcers and workers to a head. Abelard, what do you have to say to all this? I see no need to say anything. I acted within the remit of my authority, guided exclusively by the best interests of your protectorate and your personal safety. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the lower decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. You will see that they are not lying or harboring heretics. That way you will stop the uprising before it began. I've heard enough. I will go down to the lower decks and deal with the problem personally. Praise the Emperor! Thank you, Lord Captain. Enterprise bordering on sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. I, however, categorically insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle the situation, which then led to your and the Seneschal's involvement. I would consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see the expedient resolution of this incident. Apparently I'm bringing Kilbeth. It's pretty cool against melee stuff. Oh, I need to leave a deer out. Avalod. Sworn enemy in athletics. Hey, it's Wassarian. Take that, scum. Oh gosh. Well, that's unacceptable. Ray flexibly wipes the sweat from his brow as a startlingly human gesture, and a telling one. A rare moment where he allows his age and wariness to show through his armor-like veneer of self-assurance. Lower decks are a source of endless problems. Sometimes I deeply regret that we cannot replace all the locals with servitors. The people dare to disrespect a senior officer. They would not have had the chance to express such disrespect if we were not here. If the situation had been dealt with by the relevant officers, he grimaces. It is a junior officer's worst failing to pass problems up the chain of command. I have never been able to abide by it. I say it again, it's a mistake to come here on Lieutenant Vince's whims, Lord Captain. Must admit, the lieutenant is by no means the worst material for an officer. But in the name of Terra, the girl is the same age as my eldest granddaughter, and she has the gall to tell me how to manage the lower decks and hunt down cultists. It'll be another 20 years at least before she can be trusted to act without oversight. Let's keep moving. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Keep your wits about you.
Keep your wits about you.
I still do not see our purpose in coming here.
What's going on here? Lieutenant Vint, my patience is wearing thin. I have given you an order, now get out of my way. Cannot comply with that order, ma'am. This is my deck and my sector. So long as this area remains under the Lord Captain's special oversight, no action can be taken without my express permission. There are only 3 people who are authorized to make me stand down. The first officer, the rogue trader, and the Emperor himself. So not all my lessons fall on deaf ears. Your ladyship. We encountered some locals on our way here. Their conduct was outrageous. They even tried to throw things at us. There we go. My fucking phone keeps locking, so I can't see redemptions and stuff. Your ladyship. Yep, already did that. People are getting desperate, clearly. They saw the assault unit and decided they had nothing left to lose. I mean, I apologize, Lord Captain. It's outrageous. I'm sure the people simply didn't recognize you, or it wouldn't have occurred otherwise. We will deal with them once the current situation is resolved. I want to speak to the strikers. I should also probably have breakfast, Ray. I'm trying to decide if I want to do a really long stream today, or if I want to stick to my sleep schedule. That is the question. Jocasta didn't used to have a portrait, I feel like. They've definitely been updating the game.
Is there money to be made?
Excuse me. Working nights, I try to stick to some sort of schedule so you're not completely thrown off. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. So, real quick, chat. Save. Real quick, I'm going to take a few minutes to get the oven heated up so I can make some pizza for lunch. And I'm also going to take a bio break for a little bit, and I will be right back in just a few. Like, other companies and games should take notes. Oh, I got stuck again. No, but it's ill-advised. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen! What do I do? Guys, take off. There's a dog. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in blender. Please send help. Paradise Waterfalls! Ooh, boss time, you guys. Oh, it's so good. Oh, no!
Looks like there's some loot here left. Yeah,
Look at that shit. I'm gonna clip it. Oh, that was fucking awesome! Oh my god, I'm coming. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, he's right there! I'm not forklift certified, you guys. I like the meme joke that being forklift certified is a panty dropper. I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, oh, you're forklift certified? Oh my. Come on, Mimic 2, we got this shit. Have faith in ourselves. I'll always be your friend, Mimic 2. I'll always be mine. No, you're fucking kidding me. Hell yeah! That felt fucking good!
Well, that was dramatic. At least his stuff is right here. We didn't lose anything.
Oh, I love it. That felt so good. I can't drive. Like, other companies and games should take notes. Oh, I got stuck again. No, but it's ill-advised. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen! What do I do? Guys, take off. There's a dog. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in blender. Please send help. Paradise Waterfalls! Ooh, boss time, you guys. Oh, it's so good. Oh, no!
Looks like there's some loot here left. Yeah,
Look at that shit. I'm gonna clip it. Oh, that was fucking awesome! Oh my god, I'm coming. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, he's right there!
my dreams. Piece by piece, cosplay stars may never cease.
Can't try. I'm not forklift certified, you guys. I like the meme joke that being forklift certified is a panty dropper. I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, oh, you're forklift certified? Oh my.
Go, go, Badger's Nerf Force. Blasters never frozen. In their costume, they're in motion. Gaming legends, your devotion.
Come on, Mimic 2, we got this shit. Have faith in ourselves. I'll always be your friend, Mimic 2. No, you're fucking kidding me. Hell yeah! That felt fucking good!
Well, that was dramatic. At least his stuff is right here. We didn't lose anything.
Oh, I love it. That felt so good. I can't drive. Like, other companies and games should take notes. Oh, I got stuck again. No, but it's ill-advised. Oh! Oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen! What do I do? Guys, take off. There's a dog. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in blender. Please send help. Paradise Waterfalls! Ooh, boss time, you guys. Oh, it's so good.
Oh no. Looks like there's some loot here left. Yeah.
Look at that shit. I'm gonna clip it. Oh, that was fucking awesome!
Oh my god, I'm coming. Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, he's right there!
I'm not forklift certified, you guys. I like the meme joke that being forklift certified is a panty dropper. I think it's fucking hilarious. Like, oh, you're forklift certified? Oh my.
Go, go, Badger's Nerf Force. Blasters never frozen. In their costume, they're in motion. Gaming legends, your devotion.
Come on, Mimic 2, we got this shit. Have faith in ourselves. I'll always be your friend, Mimic 2.
Okay, chat, we are back. Thank you for your patience. I've got a few minutes and then I'll have to pop up and put the pizza in.
Let us not dawdle.
Let us not dawdle. Thank you, Freya. A dozen pairs of eyes stare apprehensively at you. The people before you are typical inhabitants of the lower decks, and you take in their simple clothing, crude weapons, and faces that display varying levels of mutation, from barely discernible to the strange to the outright grotesque. Continue. Oh, Lord Captain, you've come down to see us. We were attacked on the way here. How do you explain that? Good morning, Potato. How are you doing today? Here's an explanation for you. People have been pushed to the limit and now they're lashing out, as if we don't know why these top deck units are being sent down here like the one that Lieutenant won't let pass. I'm great, but hungry. Same. Same. I'm doing well, but I am hungry, so I am making my pizza for food. And also enjoying some eggnog. Non-alcoholic. I don't think it tastes very good with alcohol in it. The clans are all inside the bay that's been sealed off, but the lower decks are big. I'm sure there are some people who've had just about enough. We're getting it from all sides. The soldiers have encircled the ones who've risen up, and a death squad just arrived. It's no wonder folks are lashing out. Their words seem sincere to you. Their body languages and the glances between them reveal that the news of the attack has shocked them. Tell me, what is troubling you? Why are you striking? Striking? That's news to us, your ladyship. All we're doing is asking questions, saying what we think. Tusk, tisk, tisk, tisk. That's a heresy. Shut up, Rivet. Here's the deal, your ladyship. Your damned enforcers are all over us down here. They say they're looking for cultists. One wrong word and they're reaching for their batons. They want to punish someone. They turn off the heating to whole bays for a week at a time, so we get sick and freeze. In my clan, 2 little ones died from inflammation in their lungs, all because of these enforcers. The old woman spits on the floor and rubs at the spittle with the toe of her worn-out shoe. Richard does not interrupt the workers, but you see the sadness well in her eyes when the children's deaths are mentioned. She quietly whispers a requiem prayer and makes a sign over herself. Thank you for the check-in, Potato. Hope you're having an excellent Christmas. Yes, so I have Toy Cam up and running once again, so where I will be displaying various pieces of my collection. Sometimes it'll be Warhammer stuff, sometimes it'll be Star Wars, sometimes other things. But it's mainly going to be like a great place where I can showcase stuff on stream. Thank you. It's all true. Vint is the only enforcer officer who stood up for us, and it's clear as day who had a mother from the lower decks and who grew up amidships and has no fellow feeling toward us. Your ladyship, we are no villains here. We're honest workers, your servants. We've plotted no disorder, we went on strike openly, and now we've got guns pointed at us. All we're doing is asking to be allowed to work in peace without being harassed. The persecution started at Pothos nothing, you say? I was told that one of you was found in possession of a cultist amulet, and that there are heretics hiding here. A cultist amulet? What's that? The gewgaw they found on the dead drunkard? As if it was something evil or forbidden, we sure didn't know. The enforcers just said they were looking for heretics among us, and anyone obstructing their investigation will be punished. But how could there be heretics here? We know our own people, and there have been no new faces around. Definitely not. And if there were, we'd be the first to report them. As for this amulet, or whatever it was, they took it off a dead body. There are no cultists still breathing in our sector, that's for sure. After this sentence, I'm gonna go pick the pizza in real quick. But when that fight broke out, some enterprising folks looted the bodies. The boots they came back with, no one's ever shred these decks in boots so fine, I can tell you that. It seems to me these cultists have better commanders than us. Alright, one moment, chat. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back for now. I gotta set timer for the food. Do not want to burn it. I can't go get food somewhere else if I fuck this up. Oh yeah, those boots really were fine. And there was no harm in taking them, right? As for the amulet, it must have been pocketed by someone who didn't know any better. We don't need any amulets around here. We all worship the Emperor. And when we were working, we bowed down before the machine spirits of the large and small transformers and the servo motor. The same way my grandfather was taught 100 years ago by a tech priest who came calling. Believe us, your ladyship, we are people of faith. Naive children. Weren't you taught from an early age about the dangers of the arch-enemy's creation? Weren't you warned about that any unfamiliar object could be one of them? We were told, Holy Sister, but it was long ago. The last time we saw a confessor in our sector, it was just after I'd had my third little one. That is regrettable, but you cannot lay the burden of leading a righteous life on the shoulders of the Holy Fathers. Who will you blame when beasts crawl out of those amulets you stole from heretics? The Holy Father who was not there, or the scavenger who brought evil down on himself and his neighbors? Thank you, Potato. What changes do you want? Well, look at this. The exalted Lord Captain herself is asking us bilge rats what we want. Well, here's what we want. I want you to... What's up, playa? How you doing, man? Well, here's what. We want you to rein in your damn enforcers, to quit turning off the heat and stop battering everything that moves. No, that's not it. We want the enforcers gone from here, and we want to be armed. Give us arms, and we'll govern ourselves. We'll defend ourselves if this cultists do show their faces. I've been leader of my clan for 20 years now. Getting rid of those club-wielding thugs can only improve things around here. I am having a good day, and Merry Christmas to you as well, playa. Hope you're having a great one. You've gone too far, old Nan. They'll never let the maggots on the lower decks live without the enforcers breathing down their necks. And they probably even insist on enforcers on the upper decks, too. As for weapons, what do we need them for? Before the first day's out, we'll have someone shooting their neighbor out of stupidity or drunkenness. We don't need that. If the enforcers stop hassling us, that'll be enough. In return, we'll find the scavengers who robbed the cultist bodies, and we'll talk to them. One lower decker to another. If there are any more of those damned amulets around, we'll hand them over to the enforcers ourselves. You speak for yourself and your clan. I will speak for me and mine. I don't want empty gestures. I want real change. They promise us the world now, but as soon as the Anointed One turns her back, these brutes will be on us harder than before, and all because we dared to speak out. Tall worker's eyes dart between the two arguing leaders. Every few seconds he opens his mouth as if planning to agree, but each time he falls silent, simply making a few vague noises of approval. Just waking up with some coffee? Hell yeah, man. It's time for me to head over to my parents. Enjoy the rest of your day and Merry Christmas. Thank you, Bohemian. I hope you'll have a great time at your folks. I gotta go let the dogs in. I'm a player. Master at Arms, where do you stand? Give the rabble a grox and they'll take an angry world, Lord Captain. They only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Today, me and my husband are just chilling. He suggested we get Chinese. Nice. If I had a vehicle today, I would probably take myself out to dinner and go see Sonic 3. Unfortunately, I have no vehicle available, so I can't do that. But that would be how I would like to spend today. 40k on this lovely Grotmas, if you will, is going very well. We're working on putting down a revolt on the lower decks of our ship. Also, I hope you're having a great Christmas, Danny. You only understand brute force and will interpret any concession as a sign of weakness. Give them weapons, and recalling the enforcers will be a folly. It'll only be a matter of time before we have a full-scale mutiny on our hands. Squash that revolt. That is the plan. Spreading anarchy on the ship is the first step towards embracing chaos. Putting weapons into untrained hands would be even worse. What's more, the enforcers are needed to maintain oversight and order. With all those demands, we will consider the rest. Making gravy, sausage, toast, and eggs for my husband and I? Nice! I'm making pepperoni pizza. Old Nan, listen! Listen! The Lord Captain herself has come down to us and is offering concessions. I don't know a single person on the whole of Depot 4 who's ever stood next to the rogue trader, let alone talk to them. Back down. Now's no time for you to be a stubborn old crone. Listen to us, Old Nan. The 3 clans of Depot 4 ought to act as one. We've made our minds up. It's your turn to decide. Don't ask them to disband the enforcers or give us weapons. We don't need any of that. You two are ganging up on me, is that it? So brave you are against an old woman. But I'll shut up. I will indeed. I won't go against 2 clan leaders on my own. If you want to make peace with enforcers, make your peace. That's great. Just fantastic. Lord Captain, we're all agreed. It is decided. Persecution will stop, and I will expect you to assist locating any remaining amulets or weapons left by the cultists. Your ladyship, thank you. You have not abandoned us lower deckers. You came yourself and settled everything. I'll tell my grandchildren about this. Of course, your ladyship. We'll root out any nasty business faster than the enforcers, and will leave no stone unturned. End dialogue. It's an honor. Alright, we're going to return to the elevator. Whoop. I have an urgent matter to discuss with the Lord Captain. Please give us a moment. Well, are you pleased with your investigation, Lord Captain? You kowtowed to the disloyal rabble. You believed their lies and showed them leniency. Next time the ship is attacked by cultists, that rabble will welcome them in with open arms and allow them to wreak whatever havoc they like, because they see you as a weak leader. Is that how you see your future at the helm of the Von Valancian Protectorate? Why are you so angry? I solved the problem. But why did you have to be the one to do it, and did you consider what it might cost you? I would have handled the situation myself had you decided not to intervene. He is talking some shit. Remember Lord Captain Theodora. Do you think she ever set one slippered foot on the lower decks? No, she did not. Such matters were left to myself and the junior officers, while she dedicated herself to the grand designs of the Protectorate, as any true strategist and rogue trader ought. No, you're totally fine, Danny. Maybe if Theodora had spent more time on trifling matters, she wouldn't have wound up dead. There is a new Lord Captain aboard this ship now, and I will not repeat her mistake. Excuse me. I commend your decisiveness, but I am uncomfortable with introducing no protocols in the midst of crisis. And I lost my temper, Lord Captain, and I believe I ought to explain myself. The prosperity of the Von Valancia Protectorate is not just an empty phrase to me. I left the Imperial Navy for the chance to see it flourish, and it was the most momentous decision of my life. I did it because I saw in Lord Captain Theodora's deeds the signs of true greatness. Rogue traders do not simply forge new routes and capture worlds. They create order out of anarchy. That creative impulse was entirely lacking during my time in the military. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Genki Gamer, thank you. So I left behind everything I had known, everything my family had known, come from a long line of officers, and I embarked upon this incredibly reckless venture. Lord Captain Theodora entrusted me with all the concerns she had no time for. She would go off on her flagship for long periods to distant fronts on scouting voyages, and the advancement of the entire protectorate rested on my shoulders. Then suddenly, everything that has been built over years and years begins to quake, rattling like a flimsy hangar in a seismically active world. One of the senior officers betrayed us, the rogue trader was killed, and who knows what's happening on the planets. I tell you this honestly, without fear of appearing weak. All this has come as a grievous blow to me. I am not panicking or grieving because I cannot allow myself to panic or grieve. I am duty-bound to aid the new rogue trader, to aid you, to find your footing as quickly as possible. And to do that, I must insulate you from the problems that in the past have been dealt with by tried and tested procedures set out in the ship's regulations. Procedures that were established long ago and have functioned smoothly for decades cannot suddenly be deemed excess to requirements. I understand, but you need to learn to respect me as your Lord Captain and Rogue Trader. Accept it and start living in the new world, a world where Theodora is gone and where you and I have new decisions to make. Yes, Lord Captain. Your resolve is admirable and demonstrates strong leadership. I shall remember this moment should my old habits begin to creep back in. End dialogue. Leave Depot 4.
Always have a backup plan.
I always have a backup plan. Always, 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 always. A few more minutes on my timer for my food. Oh, and I leveled up. Heck yeah. Let's see. Divination and Psalm of Heroes. No, seize the initiative and intelligence. No, what the heck? What is this? This is for me, Archetypes Officer. Oh, level 7. Divination. No. Oh. Whoops. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Air of Authority. Let's see. It will not die. Blade Dancer. No idea what to do for her level ups. I'm sorry, Genki. I hope things start to get better. Open the veins. Dance of Thorns. Like that. Weapon skill. Veil of the Blades. That sounds cool. Athletics. Weapon skill. Ooh, Death Warden. Yeah. Care. Sniper. We want perfect spot. And awareness. Cassia. 7, reveal the light, Eye of Oblivion. Oh, that's my alarm. What is it? Reveal the light, Eye of Oblivion. Light of Oblivion. Then Argento will be next. I'll be right back, chat. I gotta go put a pizza out. Sweetie. Okay. I gotta set. That sounds like a pretty good plan, Genki. Give that time to cool. Sounds like a really good plan, my man. Argenta, level 7, perception, bolt weapon expert. Bolt weapon expert. There we go. I actually do care about Abelard. Toughness and do not falter. Equipment. Let's give her las gun. This is a two-handed weapon. Come to Abelard. Give him this weapon so he can fuck shit up. Let's see. Give her that. Oh! Long las. Perfect. Long las it is. Give a body glove to give her. What's this? Cleaning it before I game. Sounds like a good plan. And I hope you enjoy the gaming. We'll go with this. Is this bonus tech use?
I cannot serve you in this way.
Put her mask back on. Gamed for 9 hours yesterday? Hell yeah. I love that for you. Cronus Expanse. Alright, we're gonna head to this world. Prison Planetoid. Begin scan. Land. Alright, we're gonna bring my sniper. We're gonna bring Abelard, Argenta, Cassia, and Kilbea. That's my squad. That is my squad. Squad ready. Ready. Aquila shuttle. I think the shuttles look kind of stupid. It's literally just a brick with wings.
I always keep my options open.
Plus. Come in, escort. This is Captain Vekhari. Escort, please come in. Who are you? Did you come from the planet? Are you reinforcements? Saint's teeth, I thought you would never come. Avalard, teach this riffraff the proper way of addressing her sovereign. Officer, the person before you is Gamma von Valencia, a rogue traitor. Although you are, from what I gather, a subject of another dynasty, you would do well to introduce yourself with proper decorum. At once, sir. Captain Raquel Vekhari, servant of House Winterscale and the pilot of this shuttle. It is an honor to be greeting her ladyship von Valencia. I have no time for long-winded talks. Brief me on the situation and do be concise. Reporting. There's been a prison riot on the planetoid, led by the warden himself. My lord Evelyn Winterscale, son of rogue trader Calgos Winterscale, went to parley with him. Is there anything else I should be surprised of before I set out? Some of the rebels are holed up in the barracks. I don't know how many, but given this is the only way through to where the negotiations are taking place, I would expect heavy resistance. Please take caution, your ladyship. Lord Winterscale's guards mined the entrance so the rebels couldn't get to the shuttle. No more questions. You may excuse yourself, pilot. Your ladyship, if I may have a minute of your time. I wouldn't have dared to trouble you with a personal matter, but the situation. In any case, have you been to the capital of Rakad Minoris yet? I wanted to ask if you saw a man there, a communication officer by the name of Jasper. I have not yet been to Rakad Minoris and know nothing of this officer. What is your relationship to this man? We are engaged, your ladyship. I have not yet been to Rakad Minoris and know nothing of this officer's fate. That is a shame. May the Emperor keep that fool from harm. Thank you for your time, your ladyship. She bows. You can tell by the desperation in her eyes that she is exhausted, frightened, and wishes to be off this planetoid as soon as possible. Disarm that trap.
I'd better myself through my service.
Open that door. We're going to save. To the barracks.
What do we have here? Always keep your eye on the prize.
Sister Argenta.
Someone don't go run through that. That was really dumb.
Gray mist when I see you. Is it me that troubles you? Or is it whatever
Oops.
I can see behind?
Shinta's taking all that damage. Uh-oh, I think it's time for an ambush.
His embrace. Your emperor won't save you.
Avalon.
A tactically sound approach.
Strike.
Indeed. One fewer target. I took care of this
Ooh,
one.
I like that weapon for him. Cassie, if you would be so kind to open your lid list there.
Another fur painted work.
Yeah. Buff Argenta.
I serve the ruinous powers.
You'll serve nothing by the end of this day. Oof. Rude.
Death to non-believers.
Blah 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 blah. Death to non-believers, you say?
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Wow. Oh, this is my sniper. Whoops.
Not a problem. You didn't stand a chance.
To the weak.
Death to the weak. Oh, that was ridiculously not fair.
A dance of blades and shadows. This goes against the tenets. As the tenets demand, the other side awaits. Death comes
Nope,
in
I meant to go over here.
Trust me.
Yeah, you gotta binge some more?
Is a blessing.
What game you playing? What game are you planning on playing?
Suits my purposes.
Why did that prisoner have such high health? Blah.
Step aside.
Ooh,
The
what's that game
navigator
about?
is coming.
And then maybe some art? Hell yeah. With these grenades. Why is she doing so much damage?
Nothing I can't. Opposing me was your biggest mistake. There is only death, yours or mine.
It's Castlevania mixed with a bakery running game. So basically, you collect ingredients from monsters, build up a town, and run a bakery. Ooh, that sounds pretty dope.
Shall not fail. As honor ordains.
Shink.
Trust me. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Yeah, I like her. That sounds really interesting. Sounds super duper interesting. Might have to look into that game.
If I could see the golden light of the Astronomicon as you see it, Cassia,
Come, Gamma.
I would probably
Open the
go
door.
still forever, unable to take my eyes off the radiance of the Emperor for an instant.
Ooh, get that guy.
I think you would manage. You have different hues of light within you. Gold, silver, and crimson. One of them would call you back to this world.
This way. Tech use.
Just as I planned.
Tech use here. Oh. My brother in the dawn is nigh. The optimates will guide us to a new existence. It's so cute too. Hell yeah. Let me, I gotta go cut my pizza. Be right back. some foods. Thank the throne. Normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. Give me a reason not to execute you on the spot. Here's the deal. We're quiet, honest inmates. We didn't want to riot, but well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities. So we had to, play along. That's all it ever was, play. We never meant no offense to the governor nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over and go back to ourselves and quietly do the rest of our time. Repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Lowborn's speech is modeled with colors that conceal its true, darker hues. This old man has a history of lies. He's using his wiles on us as well. But I see no foul corruption or ill intent in his words. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? How can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? Ah, I have an inkling. You see us here. We're, how should I put this? Different from the rest of the prisoners in this place. They're all petty thieves from Macadam Norris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you we're on Footfall Station? You know Footfall, the only shipyard and best market in all the Coronis expanse? Yes. So where on Footfall you can find some very serious, business-minded people and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of various people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard of the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There's no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. While their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, they need to dispose of it somehow. And I, your nobleness, just happen to know some people who handles dealings to these very serious people. Very well, I shall spare you. Oh, that's great to hear, your nobleness. Now, there's a true aristocrat, not that warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else on account of it being behind the statue. But don't repeat their mistake, I tell you. Revan Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. Revan getting an old man getting distracted. So, Footfall. The Shadow Quarter, there's a bar there, built from the remains of an old ship. And in that bar, in the back room, a certain Riza does her business. Tell her Grandpa Bachville says hello. We'll be our favorite client in the blink of an eye. There we are, your nobleness. We'll be going now if you don't mind. Shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go. Tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's order that you be sent to my ship. You will join my crew. You have my personal pardon as rogue trader. Thanks. We're most grateful, your nobleness. End the dialogue. These bodies. Look this.
I always get the job done.
Not.
Prevails.
Oh, I didn't realize you were blowing that up.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
Agreed. Build a bridge. Bridge has been built. Open this door.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, for real. Keep your wits about you. Oh, look. We can see down here. Go to the opening pit. Or the open pit. And my phone keeps fucking freezing on the Twitch app. Because it's garbage.
That's how it's done. Let us not dawdle.
The Vizier. Would he be proud? Am I?
Come around this way and open this gate. What's this? Told you, Evie. They're hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. But Aurora, she is different. She spoke with me like no one ever has. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you, if you just stop struggling for 1 minute. Oh, we have guests! From the Von Valanciate ship, I should wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. Posted what I made for hubby, and have a special breakfast I really make it. Hell yeah, Potato, that's awesome. I can't wait to take a look. Such dreadful shades. The colors of this place, they are pearlescent to the core. And these people, their colors are oozing with madness and despair. I'm here to quell a riot by means far from diplomatic. Time of words is past. Optimates, prove your worth to the harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth and become awash in blood.
Your arrogance will be your downfall. All of you will bleed.
Alright, Argenta.
I'll do
Rapid
it.
fire. Nice. Chaos will guide you to your doom.
I serve the ruinous powers. Such is the will of chaos. Not a problem for me.
Spot.
Nothing I do.
Damn. Another turn of the sniper. There goes the enemy sniper. Air of authority.
Who, if not me?
These ruby flushes are choking me.
Let's get to it.
As
They
the
dance.
demand.
Blasphemer.
Whoops.
The shadows will see it done.
Excellent.
Trust me.
Avallard.
At your beck and call. Reduced to dust. I will do my duty.
Ah! Guess you give an extra round
If only that were possible.
to Argenta.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Dang, one more shot would have dropped him.
Out of my way.
Reload.
I will not.
Fire at the thing. The unholy lens. Excellent, destroyed that one. Half damage to that one.
I'll make it happen. All too easy.
Destroyed that one. There we go.
As honor ordains. Trust me.
Veil of Blades. Brutal
At your
strike.
beck and call.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
An offering of blood.
As the Emperor commands.
Reload. There we go. Push that last one. Which means we can now clean these guys up. Fiora, another shot. Gonna drop that guard.
Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Rah! Blade dance. Just one quick attack.
Death is a blessing.
There we go. I don't believe we've been properly introduced. Evelyn Winterscale of Coronis, pleased to make your acquaintance. The rare days that Lord Winterscale visited Orc 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Okay. Lady Cassia, I presume? The sacred child of House Orselio. How disgraceful is it that on the day we finally meet, I find myself not at my best. There's no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic experiences. I must take my leave. I will see to it that the assistance provided to you and you are escorted from here. He nods, giving in to oblivion. Oh, I gained 3 profit factor. I like that. Begin the looting. Ooh, noble sword. I do like that. Come up here. Demon of Death! Thank you for the raid, my friend. How is Red Dead Redemption 2 treating you? I hope it's treating you very well. Merry Christmas to you and all of your friends that you came in with. I'm doing very well. We're playing some Rogue Trader. Before too much longer, I'm going to be taking my meds and wrapping up. But we are We just put down a prison revolt. What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in? By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be. Walk away from the device. Just started? Like you just started Red Dead 2? Nice. I've heard great things about the game. I've tried it before, and it wasn't my cup of tea. But I'm willing to try it again. Turn to the void ship. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the last few days, I've received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behavior in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine spirits are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obscenity. Tech priests can deal with the vessel's symptoms, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change the assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance. Wanted to stream Dark Souls 2, but my controller wouldn't work, so a substitution. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Hopefully that's able to get fixed. Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by errors in cogitator calculation or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legends. Door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folks have grown used to all that. So our resident ghost has decided to up the ante, telling you things are only going to get worse from here. The technomats inspected the servitors and concluded they posed no danger. According to the servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of the mind not completely eliminated, or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors make the crew's task considerably more difficult, and High Factorum Janus would like to discuss how we should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge. Unidentified warship. What have we here, Lord Captain? It's not very noticeable. There's a void ship sitting in the local asteroid field. It sure is quiet, like it's huddled up there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing is more a scrap heap than a ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. You're registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission now, too. Hear us? Do not require assistance. Repeat, do not require assistance. Copy? Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? Per text. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. Ow. Ow. To be brief, there's an unidentified and badly damaged vessel with an asteroid field near the Rakati Phillip prison that is refusing help, which, not to put too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. Establish communications. Yes, Lord Captain. The connection is established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. Do not tell. Tell him. We are done for. This is Thunderfang. We are a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private merchant vessel. Yeah, damn my stupid head. Where do I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Thunderfang, why can we not identify you? Why? I don't know. What if? Certainly not. Our vessel is badly damaged. Damage is preventing the correct identification. We assure you, peaceful merchant vessel, Thunderfang does not require aid. Damage report on the unknown vessel. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has almost been completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Someone gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, what happened to you? We're flying, just minding our own business, straight out of the blue and opened fire. Miracle we should get away. Emperor protected and then more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. Our folks are left without our help. We never got to them. Why don't you stop lying to me and tell me the truth, Thunderfang? Happy now? What have you done, idiot? It's too late now. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot on a different business, to help our own out of jail. Do not hurt Lise. We have already had our Chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hold is full of lunder. I mean goods. In case you're unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several dozen pirate factions in the Chronos Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have vox conversations with those they are about to board. Were it up to me, I'd make them eat a salvo from the mackerel cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. I would wait on destroying those vessels if I were you. Although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you'll find dealing with them acceptable. Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. Select tradable. Leather, flamethrower, camouflage robes, melted charge. Only go up to level 3. Okay. Save there. Okay, chat. Okay. So that is where we're going to wrap stream for today. I got to take my meds and head to bed. I appreciate each and every one of you. Merry Christmas. Happy Warhammer Wednesday. And I cannot wait to see you all, most likely tomorrow, unless I end up taking the day off from streaming to just kind of relax in the morning. But we're going to go hang out with my friend Starbug. Sleep well, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Danny. I really appreciate that. So, Starbug is currently working on painting a lieutenant, a lone wolf lieutenant. So we're going to go over there, we're going to hang out with her and have a good time. And I hope you, again, all have a wonderful rest of your day and a fantastic Christmas. Goodbye, everybody.
Force might.